Good evening. I don't know why I'm doing this. So I this is a, my God, my hair's all over the place. Hang on, I need to this way. That. No, I've made it worse. That's this bit. There we go. There we go. Trying to make myself presentable. It's not worked. Okay, cool. So. Can everyone hear me okay? I don't know if anyone can hear me. I don't even know if anyone's here, actually. Cool. So I thought it would be fun to... Maybe fun's the wrong word. Maybe fun isn't the right word. I thought it would be an idea to do a live, because I'm overdue. I'm overdue on a lot of content. I'm overdue on actually doing stuff on this channel. This has been getting neglected a little bit, which I've been aware of. So I thought it was high time that I did something about that. So here we are. So how is everyone? Yeah, so I finished work today. I've been on a lot of nights recently. My own choice, to be fair. I'm the one that does the rota in the first place. I mean, yes, it's sort of my own fault, but also there's a limited number of people that can actually do closes. So I do a fair few of them now, which is fine. You know, I don't mind evenings too much. And today was actually fine. I was expecting Freedom Day to be a fucking nightmare, to be honest. Not really. Might help that, you know, I'm in Scotland, to be fair, but yeah, not so bad. If anyone's catching this on the catch up, by the way, this was totally unannounced, so don't feel like, you know, you missed anything, because I didn't say anything about this. As the title would suggest, I don't have a script for this. I don't have any kind of plan for where I'm going with this. I am talking to a camera at the moment, and I shall stop talking to a camera sooner or later. I don't know, I just thought it'd be like a bit of a fun surprise, because, like I said, I have been a little bit off the radar recently. I don't know who would qualify this as fun. You can probably tell from sort of the state behind me. I mean, there's like dead flowers here. I mean, that tells you a lot of what you need to know, to be fair. Yeah, the place is a bit of a wreck. Anywho, enough of wallowing. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a limoncello and tonic. If you caught the Hendrix Midsummer Solstice video that I put out a couple of days ago, I'm still on the Zakushi Doos. Actually, really like these. So again, non-spawn, but my God, they need a bit of help, to be fair. Not an easy sell. Premium tonic, especially, seeing as Fever Tree have hoovered up that market, and people that don't care, you know, you've got your supermarket tonics, you've got Schweppes, Bubbles. Cool. Yeah, so what should we do? What should we actually do on this stream? I mean, I could talk about work, but I don't want to, so we're not going to do that. Let's see what's new in the world of booze. I'll tell you what, I am going to... should have thought this through better, I reckon. Yeah, here we are. Is this what I'm looking for? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna... Let's do some booze news. Why not? This is a brand new segment that I invented just now. So let's share. Oh no, what's that I want to do? Share screen, and then a Chrome tab. I want to do that one. There we go. Cool. So you can now see this tab. So I'm on imbibemagazine.com. How kombucha conquered the world. Travel tools for the intrepid imbiber. Search for a recipe. Vietnamese yogurt coffee. That sounds interesting. Ooh, frozen sherry margarita. Might have a look at that. A Vietnamese coffee movement is brewing across America. Blackberry cocktails, sparkling red. What? Ah, this has actually been something I've been thinking about recently. You guys still seeing that screen? No, I think you're seeing the BlackBerry one, aren't you? Cool. Okay, let's stop sharing that one. And because it opens in a new tab, that's annoying. Share screen, Chrome tab, sparkling red wines. There we go. Cool. Taste test, sparkling red wines. Why do reviews when you can just read other people's? This is the ultimate in laziness. Oh, it was published last month. Whatever. I've never tried a sparkling red wine, but I'm curious. Despite its relative underdog status compared to sparkling whites and rosés, sparkling red wines are made in nearly every major wine-producing country, from Australia to Slovenia. Lambrusco, local to Italy's Emilia-Romagna region and long dismissed as pizza wine. That's a bad thing? Okay. And what's wrong with that? Yeah. It's perhaps the most famous of the bunch. But the options don't end there. Here's a roundup of some of our fizzy red favourites to get you started. Comment. Should I do a fizzy red wine? I'm going to anyway. Cool. So, Cantina Furlani Rosso Frizzante. There's a reason bottles by Matteo Furlani fly off the shelves. The fourth-generation winemaker works in Trento in northern Italy and applies biodynamic principles to the tiny particles of vines he tends. Made from a blend of Tirol-Dego, Marzamino, Turca, and Negrara grapes, this wine undergoes spontaneous fermentation in steel and is then re-fermented in the bottle. Bursting with juicy cherry and tropical fruit flavors, petite bubbles, and a finish that leans towards savory. It's a surefire crowd pleaser, $32. Okay, let's have a look for this. I'm not gonna do that. We'll do that at the end. Let's pick one out first. Cool. La Lurens Corvus 2019, producing grapes in Slovenia's Goriška Brda. BRDA. The country's most famous wine appellation, Cabage, released its first vintage in 1993. Today, all Cabage wines from French-born enologist Jean-Miel Morel rely on native yeast and are produced in coordination with lunar cycles. How crystals and vibes. The lovely dry San Lourdes Corvus, named after the constellation, is an irresistible blend of 80% Pinot Noir combined with Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. This unfiltered pet nat is flushed with fruit punch and tart cherry flavors, delivered via a luscious foam, ultimately rounding out into a mineral-rich palate cleanser. $33.99. Okay, that sounds kind of exciting. I'm fascinated by fizzy red because the two just don't seem to go together in my head, but I mean, I'm not much of a wino to begin. Time was actually, weirdly, when I was younger I drank mainly red wine, and then as I grew older I turned into white. It's bizarre. It's normally the other way around, isn't it? More tonic. I went a bit heavy on the limoncello, so there we go, that's fine. Martha Stuman and Las Jarras collaboration 2019. We love to see winemakers combine their talents, and this bottle from California-based producer Martha Stuman and Las Jarras, again, I'll be butchering these pronunciations, I'm sure, gets all the joyful heart of teamwork. For the second vintage of their collaboration wine inspired by natural Lambrusco, the winemakers selected a small crop of, oh boy, Valdigirifrom. Fuck knows. Fuck no, that could be a cheese for all I know. 70-year-old dry farmed organic vines. This bright bottle of bubbles gives off light aromas of honeysuckle and herbs and delivers a crisp pomegranate tart taste with a lightly spiced finish. Ugh. Beg your pardon. $45. Prices don't mean much to me, obviously. Old World Winery Early Harvest Sparkling Arborio. Hailing from Sonoma County, small family-owned Old World Winery. How many of these are there? 6. Okay, we'll look into this one, and then I'll do some googling because I'm intrigued. Hailing from Sonoma County's small family-owned Old World Winery, where fourth-generation winemaker Derek Trowbridge follows biodynamic and dry farming practices and handpicks and foot stomps his grapes. I thought that was a thing they only did in the movies, foot stomping. I didn't realize that was something they actually did. Am I being a total idiot? Right? Probably. This exquisite red features 100% Arborio, a rare heirloom varietal, which would explain why I've never fucking heard of it. Ox blood in color, relatable. The wine features a dry body and juicy flavors of rhubarb and red currants. Hey, I've heard of those. With earthy undertones, and its pinpoint carbonation carries a flick of salinity to finish each sip. Ooh, okay, I'm going to Google one of these. I quite fancied the sound of this fella, the one named after the constellation. So I'm going to CMP that. I'm going to go into, but you know what, we're going to stay in this tab. Oops. Oh. See what we get. Can I get this in the UK? Probably not. All right, let's look on Vino. Okay, it's got like just a bottle cap on it. It's classed as a rosé? Okay. Am I on the wrong? No. Hold on. It's saying it's a rosé. I am indeed. Okay. I mean, it is like a light red. You know, it's not got the same, dry sparkling rosé pet nat from organic grapes. Huh. Okay, that was not what I was expecting. Okay, well, that's neat, I guess. Fuck it. Let's go on to... Let's see what the Whiskey Exchange has instead. Let's do that. Is this entertaining yet? I mean, nobody's watching it, so I'm going to assume the answer is no. To be fair, I can't expect people to be watching this out of the blue after like 2 months. Oh, there's a new Lefroy cask strength. Let's have a look at you. Batch 13. I've never tried any of the cask strengths before. I'm told I should. Maximum 2 per customer. That's how you know it's good. Or, you know, good on auctions at least. A smoky, good start, complex bourbon barrel matured whiskey from Lefroy. This is the 13th edition of the Isla Distillery's ever popular cask strength 10-year-old single malt, bottled in 2021. Aromas of sweet biscuits, smoked cedar, and manuka honey mingled with pipe tobacco, old leather, candle wax, and hints of vanilla on the nose. So my tasting notes by comparison are bullshit. I'm like, yeah, it tastes like fucking cheese and onion Pringles or some crap, you know? I'm such an amateur. The palate offers notes of burnt oak, barbecued marshmallows, toffee, sea salt, and Belgian caramel waffle. So lots of caramel, basically. Okay, I'm into caramel. As well as roasted coffee beans, sticky toffee pudding, more caramel, and white pepper, wrapped in waves of peat smoke. Well, damn, that sounds fucking delightful, not gonna lie. Do you know, I was eyeing up this actually for a good long while. I remember when it was first released, I was just like, ooh, sherry finish Lefroy, yes please, get in me. I don't know. I kind of want it, but I also like, I don't know. I've bought so much whiskey. I bought 2 bottles of this, for crying out loud. You're worth it. Yeah, I don't know. Has anyone had any of the sherry oak finish Lefroy? Any good? Any, you know, is it worth purchasing? What else have we got? This is cropping up quite a bit. Balvenie 25-year-old old rare marriages, 48%, £595. Yikes! Why is it that much? Okay, 25-year-old. Okay, single malt from Balvenie Rare Marriages series, matured exclusively in European and American oak casks. Yeah, because nobody does that. Fair enough. And married in a ton to create a fruity, elegant whiskey. Aromas of autumn fruits, runny honey, crystallized ginger, and oaky spice, complemented by notes of toasted marsh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's 25-year-old whiskey. I mean, which, is fairly exciting in of itself. Why is it so expensive, other than they can get away with it? I don't understand this price. Oh god, there's another one. A non-alcoholic spirit. Let's have a look. A non-alcoholic spirit from Sipsmith that doesn't compromise on flavour. We heard this before. Made with juniper. Oh, good start. Citrus. Free glider works well with a light tonic and a wedge of grapefruit as a delicious alternative to a G&T. I keep saying never more to these, and then new ones keep popping up. So I mean, the market is buzzing for these. People are all over these, but I don't know, Davey. What else have we got? Out of stock, irrelevant. Bonanza. Somebody trying to get in on Campari's market? Good luck. The ultimate aperitivo. A versatile, well-balanced aperitivo. Bonanza aperitivo is made with a combination of more than 30 botanicals, including wormwood, bay leaves, basil, thyme, apples, and cherry to create an aromatic palate with a sweet edge. Okay. I mean, I'll probably never buy any, but okay. That's nice. What do you use it in? What's the application? Ooh, a sherry. Love a sherry. Right, let's have a look. Montegudo, Pedro Jimenez, Delgado, Zulita, half bottle, $12.95. This bodega has been producing sherry for more than 2.5 centuries and is the oldest family-owned winery in Jerez and Manzanilla. On the nose are notes of roasted coffee, licorice, burnt sugar, and dried fruits, leading to a silky and round palate with seductively sweet dried fruits. Treacle and rich molasses. This is the ultimate sweet sherry that will work beautifully with dark chocolate. I do love a sherry pairing. Need to do some more sherries on the channel. I just love a sherry. Oh, we've got some like vintage stuff. So they've been on. It's always funny whenever there's like an auction 2 days later. This always appears. It's so jacked up. It's hilarious. Green curacao. Color me intrigued. There is no description. There is not, just blank. It's like, you're gonna fucking buy it. 100 quid, pal. Fucking hell. This will cost them next to nothing as well. Like, the liqueurs always go for next to nothing. But because it's old, people snap it up. That's a shame. What else? Am I on the same? I think I've skipped. Oh, I've very much skipped ahead. Okay, so let's have a look at a couple of others. This caught my eye a couple of days ago. Amahagen World Malt Edition number 3 is a Japanese malt whiskey from Nagahama Distillery that has been finished in Mizunara wood. Aromas of orchid fruits, juicy oranges, sweet caramel, and fragrant oak fill the nose, complemented by notes of terry chocolate orange. Very natural. Dark chocolate and citrus throughout the palate. Sounds very chocolatey. Price is not too sexy, however. £98.95, £100. No age given. Non-chill filtered, non-coloured, however. Hang on, can we read the... No. Okay, never mind. I like the design on it. I'm into this. This looks nice. What else? This has been catching my eye recently. This has been getting advertised to me quite a bit. I've been getting on like Instagram and all over the place. Adriatico Amaretto. A sweet, nutty amaretto from that place that offers notes of marzipan, vanilla, caramel, and toasted almonds throughout the palate. I haven't really looked into different amarettos. I tend to think of like most amarettos as being, so samey that there's not a huge amount of point. Disaronno has like the market cornered when it comes to amaretto. People love it. Although that having been said, I've been getting asked a lot recently what our amaretto is. seems a little bit odd. I mean, you know, it's not something that's requested like massively often, but when it has been, people have been like, what amaretto do you have? So I don't know if that's them being kind of like, I won't drink that bowls nonsense or any of that, but I don't know. Now then, yes, here we are. This is a weird one for me. I've never seen this before. A Bianco amaretto. Does it use cream or something? It looks like opaque. 16%, so I think it's like a cream liqueur, this one. A sticky sweet Amaretto Bianco from Adriatico. Amaretto Bianco, is that supposed to mean something? I've never come across that before. That offers notes of sugar-covered almonds, vanilla, cream throughout the palate. Okay, Amaretto Bianco, is that a thing? Or... Ooh. Come on. Bianco. It's just coming up with this. Yeah, so it's not a thing. But I think this gives us a clue as to the contents. It is indeed a cream liqueur of some description. Craft watch. Lactose free. Right. Do you know what? I think I know what this is. The craft take on, what is it? Disaronno Velvet or whatever the bloody hell it's called. I think I saw a picture. Yeah, here we are. Disaronno Velvet. Massive price difference, though. You know, massive price difference. So you've got to. I don't know. The problem with amaretto is you just want something sickly sweet and almond flavored, don't you? And again, Disaronno has that covered. Is this going to be massively different? Can you go that much? I feel a side by side coming on. I think that's what needs to happen in the near future. Okay, cool. So that's fun. Couple more, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I'm consciously aware that I don't think anyone's actually watching this, so I'm just talking to a camera at the moment, which is fine. You know, that's how I normally record, to be fair, so it's not exactly that weird. Oh, Cosconcorva Espresso. We've covered some Cosconcorva stuff in the past. They do fantastic salmiakki liqueur. Love that. A rich Finnish coffee liqueur from Cosconcorva, made from Arabica coffee, creating notes of dark chocolate, roast coffee, earthy vanilla, and hints of cherry throughout the palate. Woo. I'm into the stuff Cosconcorva do, so maybe I'd quite like that. Oh, and you can get the salmiakki. $15.45. Well worth it. If you're into your licorice, get this stuff. This is good. Cool. I'm going to wrap that up there, I reckon. Sweet. This was obviously unplanned. Hence why, there's nobody here, unfortunately. But I'll try and make this a bit more of a regular thing, because obviously, I didn't really do much today. Maybe if I have a plan next time, maybe if I do that, that would be an idea. But yeah, cool. So